welcome to part 3 of this video series where I am writing a rock style chorus completely from scratch. And if you're just joining me, here's a little bit of the backstory. If you've been following along since the beginning, then you can skip this section. Back in May, my mom had a birthday, and for a really long time I'd been meaning to write her a song. But because it is my mom and there's so much history between us and obviously so many emotions attached that are very, very just intense, right? It's kind of like I didn't even know where to begin. So I decided to model the song after ones that I've done in my side business where I write custom songs based on the customer's personal story. So these are typically in the rock, pop, and singer-songwriter genres, and they make for gifts for all sorts of occasions like weddings, birthdays, graduations, anniversaries, etc. If you want to learn more about that, actually, you can check out the link in my description to see the whole service to get a better idea. But anyway, making this choice was a huge help for me because, one, I know the workflow really well and I'm able to just bust something out relatively quickly. And the process actually took about a day and a half to write this song. And then number 2, the act of simply making a choice got the ball rolling, right? I tell my students all the time, whenever you're faced with any kind of writer's block or some kind of obstacle that's getting in the way of you getting started, right? The most powerful thing that you can do is just to start. And that's what I had to do. I had to take my own advice. And speaking of getting started, if you are having trouble with getting started or even finishing your own music, I want to point you towards my free songwriting checklist. You can find that at the link in the description below. And it was designed to help you basically just stay in the moment with the creative process. So it's not overly complicated. It's just a list of simple steps that you can take to go from having, full-on writer's block to fleshing out some pretty cool ideas in a lot less time than you might think. So if you want to get some quick wins and just get some good momentum going creatively, you can find that at the link in the description below. Anyway, let's get into the video. In parts 1 and 2, I started by taking a rough vocal and guitar idea from my phone and began setting up the parameters to build the drum track for the song, and then I began filling in the sections with bass and drum fills and all that sort of stuff. So if you've missed those, be sure to go back and check them out as they'll provide some much needed context to today's video. But anyway, in today's video, I'm finally at the guitar tracking stage, and I share a few tips and tricks that I always like to implement in order to achieve tighter and more energetic performances. So let's get into it. All right, and we are back. So let's start tracking some guitars. So I just want to refresh my memory on this. Yeah. So seeing as I don't have a lot of time to rehearse everything properly, I'm just going to record it in pieces. So what I like to do, give myself a little running start so I can play into the riff and then play out of the riff a little bit. That way, when it comes down to editing and everything else, the transitions will be seamless. So you'll see what I mean in a second. So what we got, goes from E to E, yeah, okay, so. Now the chords that I wanted to play, let's see, are gonna be, let's put this in input. My voice might get quieter for a second, we'll see, but. So I had these guys right here. So do maybe a trial run real quick. I'm using the Bogren Digital Ampknob plugin today because I bought it recently and I've been playing around with it and I enjoy it a lot. Let's see. Let's do low latency mode. Sounds actually pretty good right out the gate. Okay. And let's make sure my gate is not too crazy. Let's set you back here. And yeah, just go for it, I guess. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So maybe I'll do straight power chords first and then blend in the open chords after. So let's try that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's get a couple more of those. Yeah, let's get a couple more. 1, 2. It's a little late. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, okay, cool. That feels good. And now, let's create a couple of different tracks to place these recorded guitar tracks. All right, let's duplicate you, guitar left, duplicate you, guitar right. And the way that I am able to duplicate these tracks real quick, if you're a Logic user, is Command D. What that does is it duplicates the track with the exact same settings and plugins, as you can see here. Right, so I don't want these guys to be an input though, so no input, and I'll just drag. So and then I think I want to try just to maybe strum one chord at a time with the open chord. So like, yep. All right, so let's try it out. So 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I want to get that kind of thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I can do it a little bit better. Let's try. I always have to bring my seat down when this happens. Is it already down? Doesn't feel like it is. Ah, there we go. All right, cool. Hi there. So let's try that again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. That feels much better. Okay, cool. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, too late. Damn it. 1, 2. Okay, so I think that gives me enough to work with. Let's just chop you down a little bit. See how that sounds together. That's pretty good. All right, so here's what I mean for the transitions, right? Record a little bit after. That way, when I go here and record the next part, it's probably not going to feel like such a sudden stop. So I'm going to be bold and just chop that. And let's see, what was this? Yeah, so I'll do that. Yeah. Cool. So that already sounds pretty good on its own. Let's see how the transition goes. Yeah. And since I haven't figured out the thing with the chords yet, that's gonna sound good if I just let this piano. Yeah. That sounds pretty good too. And I like to track multiple takes just so when parts repeat I can use a different take to not make it sound so cut and paste, because I feel like I can tell it makes it sound a little bit more live and less, you know, step recorded. So let's hear the whole thing. Yeah, and then what I might do, bring this over here. Whoops, too spastic today. Bring this over here. So clicking Option, holding it, and then dragging. And I'll just select a different take from each folder here, just to make it sound a little bit more natural. Alright, so there's a little bit of a... I see what happened here. Okay, so bring this over here real quick. And what I want to make sure of is that this doesn't interfere. So, bring this to the edge, bring this here, clip you, bring you over. Alright, and now it should be a lot more seamless. And even if there is a little bit of a, you know, skip in the audio, I can drag these back here a little bit. But let's hear it so far. Yeah, sounds good to me. And there you have it. There is part 3. So thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for checking this out. And if any of this stuff seems a bit daunting and you're not even at the recording stage yet, you're just trying to wrap your head around finishing or even just starting a piece of music, grab the free checklist at the link in the description below and just follow along with the steps. I promise it'll get you some quick wins. So thanks again for watching, and I'm just curious, is there anything that you would like to know about recording guitars that you feel like you haven't heard a lot of people talk about? Let me know in the comments below, because I'm always curious to hear about different perspectives on this. Thanks again.